Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. Today is another Empties video, which I really hope that you enjoy. I really like both filming and watching Empties videos because I find it really interesting to see what I'm using up, and I also like watching them because I think that's the true review once someone's used up an entire product from start to finish. As always, it's going to be in no particular order, but I'm just going to talk about 10 products that I've finished up, skincare, body care, and a couple of makeup items as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Skincare, I used up a little miniature of the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish. This is their hot cloth cleanser, and I really recommend this during winter. It's an iconic product. It's won countless awards, and with good reason. It's a really good, affordable balm cleanser. Actually, I wouldn't call it a balm cleanser, but it is a hot cloth cleanser because it's a very creamy texture. My skin just drinks this up and it works very effectively to remove makeup, but it's also gentle. It does contain good quality, high concentration of essential oils, so be careful if you've got sensitive skin, but otherwise I would highly recommend this as a really nice option for removing your makeup. Particularly good if you have mature or drier skin types. As I said, I go for this in the winter time. Really like it, and I have combination skin. It works well for me. I was worried that the cocoa butter base would break out my acne prone skin, but it doesn't at all. Really like it and highly recommend it. It's worthy of the hype. Another product that is worth the hype, and for me a real must have, both within my own skincare kit, but also something that I would recommend to anybody with acne prone skin. If you're blemish prone or acne prone, get this. It's relatively affordable. It's from Roche, Posay, and it is of course Effaclar Duo. Very hyped up product, and with good reason. This is fantastic. This was my product of the year for 2014. It has transformed my skin. I pop this onto my skin at night and it really does help to keep breakouts at bay, or if I do get a breakout, then it promotes healing and speeds up the recovery process, and also makes sure that any scarring or hyperpigmentation I get really is diminished. Love this. I will not be without it. Love. Really like the Roche-Posay products. Very good. And another French skincare brand is Avene, and I used up the Thermale Thermal Spring Water. I tend not to use these to spritz onto my face throughout the day. I like to have a facial spritzer because when I get out of the shower, the first thing I do is I brush my teeth, and then by then my skin is cleansed, but it's sort of lost some of the moisture. So then I go back in, spritz a facial spritzer on, then I apply my serum and lock in that moisture. So I really like this for that. Also, because it's just a water, I like to use this to spritz my makeup brushes with, just my foundation brush before I apply my foundation. I feel like that gives a nice, fresh, flawless finish, but I wouldn't buy it just for that. I think that's a waste of money, but I got sent this, so that's why I did it that way, but really like it. Not my favourite facial spritzer. I tend to prefer ones that have a little something extra, like some extra hydrating properties, but this is nice. I'm not including this in my 10, but I used up another bottle of my favourite shampoo. This is the Biosthetique Anti-Age Shampoo Actif F-Cel. It's for fine hair, and it really is sort of focused around good scalp health. I have very sensitive scalp. I also have fine hair, as you can probably see, and this works really well because it cleanses my hair without stripping my scalp and without irritating it. So that's why I come back to this time and time again. I've been using the Biosthetique shampoos for years. I get on really well with them, and so yeah, I will continue to purchase this. A couple that I would include in the makeup category, I used up one of my favourite primers. This is primer number 2 from Rimmel London. It reminds me very much of more expensive formulas because although it does contain silicones in it, it's not just a clear gel. It's got a nice sort of creamy gel it's got a cream gel texture, and I feel like it's nice to apply to my skin. It doesn't break me out. It's affordable. I use this every day and it really helps to prolong my makeup. Works well under makeup as you would expect from a primer, but it doesn't sort of ball up or do anything weird. I really like it, and again, something that I'll repurchase. It's quite often on 3 for 2, so I tend to pick it up when it's on offer. Really like it. One of my favourite primers, affordable and high-end. Love this. You can tell because I've cut it open to get the very last remnants. I used up the Almay Get Up and Grow Mascara. I really liked this, and it's not one that I would have even bothered trying if it weren't for Emily Noel. It looks pretty nondescript when you see it in the packet. I picked this up from America. You can't get it over here, unfortunately, so I would consider repurchasing it, but I'm obviously not able to rush out and repurchase it immediately. Whether I noticed any sort of growth benefits, I don't know. It's really hard to judge when you're using it on an everyday basis, But it's just a nice volumizing mascara. It gives a nice fluttery full lash effect. I've mentioned this in my top 5 drugstore mascara video, so I'll put that below in a link. Classic traditional bristle wand, nothing special, but it just gives that nice volumized, feminine, fluttery lash look that I go for. Quite a dry formula as well, which I tend to prefer. I used up a couple of shower gels, both of which I've reviewed on my blog, so I'll link them below. Any of these products that I've reviewed in full, I'll put the blog link below for you to see. I used up the Orico London Jazzy Moisturising Body Wash. I liked the scent of this because it has mandarin and orange, and I like to use uplifting fragrances in the morning, but it didn't really give me like a full uplifting citrus burst. The main reason why I wouldn't repurchase this is the packaging. It was really difficult because it's quite a stiff plastic to squeeze it out, and I felt like that made it difficult to control and that there was quite a lot of wastage. But I did like that it's a natural brand, so no sodium lauryl sulfate, didn't dry out my skin. Conversely, I used up the Imperial Leather Foam Burst Luxurious Body Wash Rebalancing Green Tea and Jasmine, which I did find quite drying. This is literally like using a shaving foam. It comes out as a gel and then foams up. And to be honest, I stopped using this as just a normal body wash, and I used it just for shaving my legs with because I thought it worked really well. And it's quite often on offer, whereas shaving creams aren't, and so I would repurchase this just for that purpose in future. I really liked the scent as well. It was nice and fresh with that green tea and jasmine. I think they do quite a variety of them, so I might check out other fragrances. But yeah, I liked this, but I wouldn't use it as a body wash because I found it a little bit drying on the skin. I used up one of my favourite hand soaps. These are from And Other Stories. I really, really like their hand soaps. I think they look pretty cool, even though they're quite like minimalist, just to have by the sink. This was the Moroccan tea. My favourite is the fig, so I'd probably just go back and repurchase the fig, but it was nice to try something different. This was fresh mint leaves stirred into sweet amber tea, so it was a really nice fragrance combination, and I did enjoy it. I might repurchase it, but as I said, the fig is my favourite. These are super affordable. They're £4 and they look nice. I enjoy using them. It's just an everyday thing to have, a hand soap, but nice to have something that you really enjoy using when you're washing your hands. And when you return the empty packaging, you can get 10% off your next purchase. So I'll keep this and do a sort of back to And Other Stories. So I'd highly recommend checking out their hand washes. I really like them. Another product that I can't get over here yet that I'm aware of is the Bath & Body Works PocketBac, these little hand sanitizers. I really, really like these, and I think they're very affordable. If you are in the US, then I would definitely recommend them. This is the Aloha Orchid fragrance, and I think I liked this. This was quite a floral fragrance, and I quite liked it, but it was quite a sweet floral, so I'm not sure that I would repurchase it over other scents. I tend to prefer a fresher fragrance, but I liked it. Good size, affordable, worth having to throw into your handbag, maybe keep on your desk. I really like hand sanitizers. I never used to like them when they first came out because they leave a sort of, when they first came out they left a really horrible scent on the hands, but I like these fragranced ones. I do find them to be a little bit drying on the skin, so I just make sure that I've got hand cream with me as well, but I do find that maybe it's psychological, but I feel like I've gotten ill less since I've been using hand sanitizers. I don't know, I'm a real germaphobe, so it's reassuring to me to have one. Last but not least is my favourite self-tanner. I would highly recommend this. This is the Xen-Tan Moroccan Tan. It lasts really well on the skin and it wears off nicely. Obviously you need to prep your skin first. No self-tan is going to get over like badly prepped skin, but I love this. It gives a deep colour, so it's not going to be for everyone. If you're very pale, this would probably look unnatural on you. It's only described as medium, but to me it's a deep tan. I really, really love this. I find it pretty easy to control as well and easy to apply because it is tinted. As I said, I think with fake tan it's very much in the application and the preparation, but I haven't had any streaks with this. I think the colour is extremely natural. I like the way that it applies. I like the way that it wears. The main reason that I like it is that I really, really like the colour. I think it's fantastic. If you like a deeper tan, go for this. This is my go-to for summer prep. Really, 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 really like this. If it's of interest, it's paraben free. It does give a nice instant colour as well, although it just develops and it looks beautiful. I tend to apply this before bed. Don't sleep in white sheets with it. And then in the morning, you'll wake up and you'll think, oh my goodness, I look like unnatural, but then once you rinse it off, it's fine. It's quick drying, it's a sort of liquid lotion texture that I find easy to work with on a mitt, and for those of you that don't like the biscuity scent, you can, if you really struggle to detect, if you really try to detect it, you can detect it, but it predominantly has a nice tropical fragrance, so a nice one to use. I don't tend to mention little miniatures that I've used up, but I wanted to in this Empties video just because the two that I used up were ones that I thought were really good products that I highly rate. This is one of Skin Deep Award, both of which I wouldn't hesitate to recommend. Anyway, I hope that you found this useful. Do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye!